All right, thanks, Larry. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Oakland Raiders and the Houston Texans. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now for Murray, only 5 carries in the Raiders' final game of the regular season, and his head coach, Jack Del Rio, to the media afterwards was like, well, he only got 5 carries? I think he wanted him to get a few more, but maybe he'll be well rested. I always love it when I hear the head coach do that after a game. I always think to myself, well, just click on the headset and tell the offense coordinator to run him a little bit. You're the boss. I mean, you're in charge, right? But I do know this. The flip side now comes into play. He only got the 5 carries in the last regular season game. They don't have an open week, so now he gets a little bit of rest in that game, which should help him in the playoffs when they play next week. That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got. On first down, Murray. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense, hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play. That was 2nd down run for Murray. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. McGloin now. Surveying the field. Cooper's got it. And give him 12 yards and a first down. It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he? I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right? I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good. Finding time. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it. Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time. Look at the time. Roberts with it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Let's go! Green 39! They go with Murray again. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook. Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder. only option left. And he stopped immediately there. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Here's McGloin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on.
And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball.
And Janikowski bangs it through, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Now after the made field goal, here's Sebastian Janikowski to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. Hopkins under 1,000 yards this season, well down from over 1,500 last year, but season finale signs of life, 123 in that affair.
So that's got to feel good to him. That's got to feel great to the Texans as a whole as they head into the playoffs. But the one stat that would trouble you, just one touchdown for DeAndre Hopkins since week 5.
Wow.
Can he have a breakout starting with the playoffs?
A first down carry now for Miller. Whoosh. Oh, another spin.
Hard to line him up when he does that.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And for Miller, probably fresh going into the playoffs. Had the ankle injury, but they said they were being cautious week 17. He was also out week 16. We'll see how he does come this week.
Still over 1,000 yards running for the season in 14 games. What was it, 1,073 to be precise. But what I'm eager to see is how will they use him as a pass receiver in the playoffs? He had 31 catches during the regular season. I would use him in the screen game. I'd swing him out there, get him in space, and let him have some one-on-ones downfield.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From midfield now, here's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got it at the 15. A big hook up there. Osweiler to Hopkins. And even 40 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
They'll try and run again with Blue. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Alfred Blue taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans have taken the lead. And Charles, he's able to dive in there in a short yardage situation.
Just find a place to get to the end zone. Didn't matter where it was, but once he did, used his nose for the end zone and dove in.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. A gain of 6 there on first.
When teams draft a player, they have a big vision about how he fits in, what they expect from him. I'd have to say Amari Cooper's exceeded expectations for the Oakland Raiders. 2 straight years over 1,000 yards. He's going to the Pro Bowl again. He's as good as it gets in terms of young receivers in the NFL.
A product of Alabama, and in the first round of the playoffs, the top target for Houston, DeAndre Hopkins from Clemson. So they might have some words on the field. We'll see.
Yeah, they might talk about it a little bit right there in pregame.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. He'll look to throw. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Back to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll be down deep in Houston territory. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. McGloin now. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
Here we go. Boom, landed.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Clive Walford, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
Osweiler. He's got Fuller. Will Fuller. Nobody there to stop him. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 75 yards. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here. Here's McGloin. Connects it to Roberts, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Seth Roberts, 62 yards. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tight right, tight right. Let's go. B-19. B-19.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Raiders out in front as we send you over to our headquarters in Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down, here's Miller. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball. It doesn't work running the ball. And then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Drops it to Blue, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
10 yards still left on 2nd down. Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. Miller, the lone setback. Now it's Osweiler. Caught left side, Hopkins. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. He'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
3 down. Hey, check. Let's go.
On second down, Osweiler. He's got time in the pocket. Dumps it complete to Miller. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Osweiler. Surveying the field. And this is going to be incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it brings up 4th down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
They'll run the option left. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go. 3-19.
McGloin now. Caught left side to Crabtree. A good pick up there, 26 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Green, 39.
A toss to Murray. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Again, it's Murray. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football. time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Green 39! Green 39!
And here we go on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now they'll run. Murray. And now the Texans want to call another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. From back at the 3 now. This is 3rd and goal.
Here we go now. 3-19! 3-19!
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Janikowski following the score. He'll boot this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter. Yeah. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by David Amerson. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So out come the Raiders. Getting down to the end here, they have a 2-score lead. Barely, but it's a 2-score lead, so that probably makes you as a coach feel a lot more comfortable right now, doesn't it, Charles?
It does, but it doesn't.
Now, hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Here's Murray. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Here we go now.
Now a give. This is Murray. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.